My introduction to the project was just simply to see a plan saying what could be done in this space. I looked at the hole in the roof and said, well, obviously you'd suspend a sculpture. It's been very conceptual. It's been simply a computer model for most of the last 7 years.
I think everybody's pretty excited. It's not something that you've seen before.
A lot of people here have come up and said, we've been waiting.
I wonder if they're going to suspend it from that.
It's looking good, Roger.
Thank you. I think we're getting there. It's going to be a thrill to see it up, and I think maybe the biggest thrill is what is it going to actually look like.
There is an amazingly difficult process because you are suspending steel and glass above people's heads.
We always do a lot of planning, but this one we planned more than anything I've ever done before. In part because there are so many steps that have to be made. We hung the 3 pieces and bolted them together. We are glazing, technically. We're putting the glass in place.
At least 2,000 screws, at least 2,000 nuts, at least 2,000 tabs, and that isn't even the structure.
That's huge. It looks like a rocket. Today what we're going to be doing is lifting the piece into place. Everybody got a hand on it?
All right, Jeff, coming up here.
Okay, let's stop there.
This is not a piece that an engineer can look up in a book and say, oh yeah, this is what we need to do. This is a totally unique space, a very different kind of piece. The artist was working with engineers for quite a long period of time to make sure that everybody was comfortable with exactly how the piece would be installed.
There are written scripts and schedules. There are hundreds of drawings. There's a lot of complexity in this sculpture. A lot of weight and technology up there. We've never suspended this kind of piece before. I won't sleep terribly well till it's up. There is a great deal of stem cell research going on in the labs around here, and I thought, well, obviously it should be about what's going on here.
Roger wanted to do something that was kind of on the cutting edge of where medical research is now, and clearly the most exciting area is stem cell research. So he wanted to do something that would visually kind of show what that kind of research really is all about.
The piece is called Emergence, and it describes the differentiation of a stem cell. Everything starts from the blank slate of the stem cell and becomes something real.
It splits off into 3 different columns, and those columns have 3 different colors, kind of relating to the fact that a stem cell then can change from a simple basic cell to something that's going to be quite different.
Goes from no color at the bottom to 3 different colors in dichroic glass, and the color gets more intense as you go higher, so it is differentiating.
What the art program does here is to get people thinking. Creative thought is important for people going through and getting a degree. We want them always thinking about ways that things might happen. We have more than 2,000 pieces, some of which we are trying to get people to sort of take their mind away somewhere else. We also want people to always feel that this is their institution.
One of the most interesting things about making sculpture is how people kind of personalize the experience of it. And I think that the people here are really well poised to do that. One of the hardest things about sculpture is waiting to find out whether it's going to be received or not. If you put a piece of sculpture out in public and it's not taken in by whoever that community is, it's sort of an orphan. And this piece is not going to be an orphan. This piece is going to have a dedicated following. That I can be assured of. my own experience is sometime in a year or two, I will have almost forgotten that we did it. I'll come back and hopefully I'll say, that's a pretty good piece of work.